Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Math Time with Mrs. Idas. Today we're going to use the shapes that we have been working with for the past 2 weeks in order to draw a beautiful picture. You know, boys and girls, if you just think about how things look like with shapes, you can just about draw anything. Let's see if we can remember some of the shapes we know how to draw. We know how to draw circles now. We know how to draw triangles and squares. We know how to draw rectangles, ovals. We know how to make zigzag lines and waves. We even know how to make spirals. And we can even try to use curves like crescents and even stars. So I'm going to teach you a method of drawing. This method is called Monart. Can you say Monart? All you're going to need is some white paper. It can be computer paper, it can be scrap paper, anything you like to draw on. Ask your parents' permission that you can draw on some paper because we want to make sure it's not an important paper. You will also need a black marker, or you can use your flare pen too. Just remember, you need to put the caps on the back so you don't lose them. Today I'm going to use a thick marker so you can see the shapes and the lines and the curves that I'm going to be teaching you how to draw today. All right, so on one piece of paper, we are going to practice making some shapes and some lines, okay? Because everything in art is made with shapes and lines and color too. So let's go ahead at the tippy top of your page. Let's draw a circle. We start at the top and we go around. Very good. A circle is a common shape we find in artwork. Let's try a square. Remember, 4 equal sides. Good job, a nice square. Let's try a triangle. Up, down in a diagonal, come back to the top and go down. And now connect the bottom. Excellent. You have a triangle. Let's make a rectangle. 2 tall lines. And now connect the top and the bottom ends. Fantastic. Let's make an oval. So we can start at the top and go down in a curve, nice and long and stretched out, and come all the way back up. An oval. Fantastic. Do you remember how I taught you to make a hexagon? First, we start with 2 equal lines. We put a dot on the left and a dot on the right, and then we connect with diagonal lines. Connect with diagonal lines. Great job, boys and girls. Now let's talk about some other types of lines that we can see in drawings. Start at the top and go diagonally down. These are called diagonal lines. Some go to the left, some go to the right. Lines are very important in art. Sometimes they're parallel and they run next to each other like this, side by side, or like this, up and down, side by side. We also see a lot of wavy lines in art. Can you make some wavy lines? Excellent. In our book, we also saw zigzags. Let's practice some zigzags. Great work. We also saw spirals. So spirals are so fun to draw. They're like little curly cues. So you start small and go around and around and around and around. Let's try it again. Around and around and around and around. Spirals! Fantastic. Now I'm going to teach you how to draw a star. I'm going to show you a very easy way that you can remember how to draw a star, because stars can be tricky. So first, you're going to do one diagonal down to the left and one diagonal down to the right. And then you're going to make it look almost like an uppercase A, but with long arms. So you start here on the left and you go across to the right. You try. Now come to this end and make a diagonal down to the left. And come back up to this end and make a diagonal down to the right. And you have just made a star. So boys and girls, we're going to use this paper that we just made with practicing shapes and lines in order to make a Chicka Chicka Boom Boom tree. So get another piece of paper and keep your pen out with you, and let's draw a Chicka Chicka Boom Boom tree together. So in our story, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, we saw a coconut tree, and the coconut tree started with little coconuts. So when I think of a coconut tree, I think of 3 circles first. So put your finger here in the middle of your page, right there. And now we're going to make one little circle. Now you try. Good job. Next, we're going to make a curve next to the side of this circle. So we'll start here on top and we'll curve down. That's another coconut hiding behind the first. Now we need 3 coconuts, and I have 1, 2. So I need to make a curve to the left now to make the 3rd coconut. So start up here at the tippy top again and curve to the left and come right into the side. Now you have 3 coconuts. Now a coconut tree is very tall. It has a long, sturdy trunk, and those kind of look like lines. Maybe they're even a little bit curved. So come right here to the top where you made your first circle for the coconut. And on this side, by this corner, I want you to make a line that goes down. It can be a little bit curved. Good job. Now come over to this side and make another line that's parallel that curves down too. About the same size. Great job. Now inside, we're going to make a zig zag. Zig zag. Zig zag. Zig zag. Good job. If this video is going too fast for you, you can always push pause and catch up and then push play again. So boys and girls, we have 3 coconuts in the coconut tree. We have a long sturdy trunk. And now we have to make the ground like the little island. So right here, come right here on your page and make a nice curve. A curve underneath that trunk. Excellent. Now, the coconut tree has big, beautiful green leaves, palm leaves. So we're going to make those right now. Find this little corner here at the top of your coconuts. From here, you're going to make a big curve to the left. And now you're going to go zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag, right back to the coconut. You try. Long, big curve. Zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag. Fantastic. Now we need another big palm leaf on this side. So right here by this coconut, you're going to make another long curve to the left. And then from this end, we're going all the way back to the coconut, making zigzags. Zig, zag, zig, zag, zig. Right back to the coconut. Excellent job, boys and girls. So we have 2 leaves on this side. Now I need to put 2 palm leaves on that side. So come back here to the middle and make a nice big curve going to the right. Great job. Now come to the end, and what do you think we're going to do coming back to the coconuts? Yes, we are going to make zigzags again. Zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag. Good job, friends. I can't wait to see your coconut trees. All right, one more. Come back to this coconut. Make a nice long curve to the right. And come on back to the coconuts with a zigzag. Zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag. Wow, look at our coconut tree. It looks just like the coconut tree from Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Now, to make this Chicka Chicka Boom Boom tree extra special, you can put the ABCs from your name on the tree. So let's go ahead and close the cap snap. And now you're going to get your crayons. So here's my crayons. Let's color the trunk of the tree first and the coconuts. So realistic colors on the coconut tree were brown and green. So I'm going to get my brown and I'm going to color the edges of the coconuts and fill them in. So color the edges of your coconuts and fill them in. You did such a beautiful job drawing. Let's make this picture even more special. And now color down the trunk of the tree. All the way down the trunk of the tree. The coconut tree. A told B and B told C. I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. Good job, boys and girls. All right, I like to pretend that my coconut tree is on the beach, on a beautiful island. So I'm going to get yellow and I'm going to color my sandy, beautiful island. I'm going to put just a little bit of yellow down here. Very nice. Now my coconut tree has green leaves. I'm going to use dark green and light green. So I think I'll color this bottom palm leaf darker green. And see how I'm following that zigzag? And then I'll color in the middle. So there's one. Now I'm going to use my light green to color the top leaf. And you can switch your colors or you can just keep the same green. I'm going to color the curve first and then on top of the zigzags. Remember, if it's going too fast, you can pause the video. Okay, now I think I'm going to do opposites at diagonal. So I'll use the light green down here, following the curve and the zigzags first, and then coloring the middle so it stays in my lines because I did such a good job coloring and drawing. And now I'm going to use that darker green and I'm going to follow the curve and the zigzags again. Beautiful. You're coloring like the big kids now. And fill in the middles. Fantastic. Wow, what neat details. Okay, so now I'm going to use the letters in my names to climb up the coconut tree. So, Mrs. Ida's, I have an M in my name. There goes my M up the coconut tree. Then I have an R. Mrs. I have an S. Mrs. Then I have itis. I have an uppercase A. Look at that. And I have a lowercase I. Oh boy, this is so colorful. I have another lowercase r. I have a lowercase e. And then I have another lowercase letter s. So there's my Chicka Chicka Boom Boom tree. Now we're not done yet. Now we're going to cut it out. We're going to do a bubble cut, boys and girls. A bubble cut is where you cut around the picture very carefully, very closely, but not exactly on the lines. So I'm going to get my scissors and I'll show you how I do a close bubble cut. Oh, don't forget, thumb goes in the small hole, fingers in the big hole. Thumbs up cut, open, shut them. So this is what a bubble cut is. You just go close to the beautiful picture you've drawn and you just kind of go around what you made, like a bubble. So see, I'm not on the lines, but I'm going very close to the lines. And you see, I have to hold my paper in one hand and turn it while I use my scissors to go open, shut them, and cut my shape around. Boys and girls, you just made a beautiful Chicka Chicka Boom Boom tree using shapes that we have learned this week. And do you know, this is the secret to drawing anything that you like. You can use shapes to draw cats, dogs, forests, anything you like. And today we made our beautiful Chicka Chicka Boom Boom tree. Thank you for joining me today, friends. I can't wait to see all of your Chicka Chicka Boom Boom trees on Flipgrid. See you next time.